So the former President Jacob Zuma may have more days to spend at home. The Constitutional Court agreeing to hear that application to have his sentence rescinded. His application will be heard by the Apex Court on Monday, the 12th of July. That means the former president will not go to prison for now, as was initially expected. According to court papers in possession of the SABC, the opposing parties on the matter have until July the 6th to file their cases. And of course, there has been a gathering at Nkandla outside his home, and the former president came out earlier. But he didn't address the crowd. His foundation says that he will speak to supporters at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So we will bring that to you. For the latest from Nkandla, let's cross to our reporter, Samkele Maseko. He's been there all day, and we know that part of this, Samkele, has been political. In fact, Samkele is not there, but I can tell you that leaders from the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal have been meeting with the former president. They, as a political party, are trying to manage this after the ANC's National Executive Committee. The national leadership held off a meeting this weekend because of the situation developing in Nkandla. We'll see if we can take you and join Samkele very shortly. Well, the Jacob Zuma Foundation spokesperson, Zwanele Manyi, says that the Zuma family is delighted by the court's decision, that is the ConCourt, to hear that application. Let's take a listen.
In our view, the fact that it's going to be heard has got almost a suspending effect on its own. In fact, I'm not a lawyer, but from where I sit, even the application that we're making at the Pietermaritzburg court might just become a mute application, because we were saying to the Pietermaritzburg court they must stay the arrest, because you have to apply. We have to apply to get this done. It doesn't happen automatically. So we're going to the Pietermaritzburg court. We're supposed to be there on an urgent basis on Tuesday, and we'll be saying to them that they were interdicting the Minister of Police not to proceed with the arrest, because we've got a case in the ConCourt of to rescind this judgment. So this is what we had in hand. Now, if the court says we are going to hear you, it will be very odd and very uncharacteristic. And, I don't even have the words to describe it. That on the one hand, you say, let me hear you. But on the other hand, you say, you are arrested tomorrow.
All right, former President Jacob Zuma has made his first appearance earlier today, flanked by Mabutu outside his home in Nkandla. The party's suspended Secretary General Ace Magashule is among those who joined other ANC members in support of the former president. He arrived last night at Nkandla after having been away from home since Tuesday. All right, apparently Samkele is ready for us at Nkandla, and Samkele, so there have been meetings. The ANC suspended Secretary General is there, as well as the KwaZulu-Natal ANC leadership.
Yes, indeed, Francis. As the SG is shouting that we don't want to sleep, was suspended by the African National Congress, Mr. Magashule. Mr. Magashule, the discussions you had with former President Zuma, what were those discussions like, and what were you discussing?
No, we came to see him. We had very wonderful political discussions, and President Zuma is in his best mood, high morale, like us, and we're happy to meet with him. We'll be here tomorrow.
Mr. Magashule,
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
What will you be here for, and what were you here in your individual capacity, or were you here?
I'm a member of the ANC. I'm a leader of the ANC.
But what were the political discussions like in the engagements you had with former President Zuma?
Refreshing, talking about where we come from, where this country must still go, where black people are, Africans in particular. We're talking about students, unemployment. We're talking about the history of the ANC. And we were just more worried about our people, And the focus was our people are the most important.
What is his view of what is currently happening outside his home with this gathering here, but also with the Concord judgment?
And I can't talk about on behalf of President Zuma.
But in your view, what are the implications of this Concord judgment? What is your view? Yes, there are people who are divided on what should happen moving forward. He's been urged to cooperate. Yes, he is writing to the Concord that application, but moving forward, should he lose, what must happen?
Well, I don't know. President Zuma is President Zuma. He has at all times respected the constitution of this country. He has all the time respected the law. He is one of those people who actually fought for this freedom. Even if there are people who might say Zuma, 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 maybe they don't know him. We those who actually suffered under apartheid, exploited, embarrassed and whatever, we know who Zuma is. The whole continent, the entire world know who Zuma is in the struggle against apartheid, fighting for black and the poor.
No, in terms of your opinion, SG, on the current situation, the judgment and the events of today and this week, what is your opinion? And did you get an opportunity to put that opinion across to former President Zuma?
No, we'll still have time to talk. Our structures are there. I was happy to see the provincial chair and the secretary of the province, the comrades I respect, Comrade Ndu and Sihle here, and they had their own time with the president.
Mr. Magashule, the former president is supposed to submit himself to a correctional services facility tomorrow. Does the Constitutional Court, in its approval, in abeyance until the matter is ventilated on the 12th?
I'm not a lawyer. On Tuesday, and it therefore means that we'll hear from that case in Maritzburg on Tuesday.
But is he still taking himself? Is he still going to prison tomorrow at Westville?
To do what?
What do you make of the NEC decision to deploy its members here to come and help with the situation? You are suspended as the Secretary General of the ANC.
Where are they? The people you are talking about.
We are told they have been deployed to KwaZulu-Natal to help the ANC provincial leadership. What do you make of that?
The provincial leadership is here. Comrade Sihle was here and Du is here. I'm also a leader of the ANC. Yeah. The leaders of the ANC are here.
Where are the NEC members?
No, it's you who's telling me that they are deployed here. I don't see them.
But Deputy Secretary General Jesse Duarte said they are deployed here. They include Ayanda Dlodlo, Nosvema Pisangagula, Peggy Tele, Figile Mbalula, and others.
No, I can't talk on behalf of the NEC members who are deployed here. Maybe they are around, maybe they are in meetings. I really don't know, so I can't talk on their behalf.
Mr. Magashule, has former President Jacob Zuma received a call from the top brass leadership of the ANC, in particular the President of the ANC, Cyril Ramaphosa?
Many leaders of the ANC in the National Executive Committee from various provinces and regions. Whilst I was seated there, he was receiving many calls.
The question is, did he receive a call from the highest office in the governing party and from the union buildings, the president of the ANC and of the country?
I wouldn't know.
After all is said and done, how this should be resolved? Because clearly it has divided the country. How should it be resolved in the end?
Okay.
After all is said and done, how should this be resolved peacefully in the end?
Well, the media must report what is the truth. The media must not twist things. The media knows what is happening in South Africa today. Noabo Maseko and the rest are actually doing their work. I don't undermine the media. I'm just saying the media, and you guys have been doing a great job. Continue, but report real facts.
Mr. Magashule, how did you get out of Gauteng since there's a lockdown? People are not supposed to leave that province.
In the Free State.
not Gauteng. I was asking you that this tension that we see, how should this be resolved in the end? I hear you saying the media must report fairly. We are reporting fairly, but this tension, how should it be prevented from escalating?
Well, I'm definitely sure South Africans, branches of the ANC, everybody, young people, youth, students, the poor, the working class, they will see what is really happening in South Africa. And the truth will never fail us. Life or death, victory will be certain.
Are you coming back tomorrow?
I'll be here. When President Zuma probably addresses few people who will be here.
What will you be saying to the nation tomorrow? What will the former president, in your discussions, most likely say to South Africans tomorrow and to his supporters?
I'm not sure. But he is in high spirit.
Thank you very much, Mr. Magashule. That was the suspended Secretary General of the African National Congress, Mr. Magashule, who was here, and to see former President Jacob Zuma here as we are. Well, there are some issues here. Some people are now facing. Baba, let's respect one another. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mr. Magashule gave us a platform. Don't do that. Don't do that, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. That was those ANC members here. We're just trying to signal them not to bully the media and to let us do our work freely as the spirits are high. Those who are in support of former President Jacob Zuma have a perspective that judges are captured in this country, that journalists, some of us, are captured as well and paid by certain politicians in order, in their view, to denigrate the former president. I'm going to bring in Muzi Zuma, Mr. Zuma, who is the son of former President Zuma. Well, he's not willing to speak at this point in time. We'll have an engagement with my colleague Anda Mhlongo, and just that chat with the former president. I'll just leave it to you just to wrap it up.
Thanks very much, Samkele. Let me just quickly bring in the son of former President Jacob Zuma, Edward Zuma. Mr. Zuma, thank you so much, sir, for your time. Of course, your father has now indicated that he is going to, he's filed the two applications, one in the Constitutional Court and one in the Pietermaritzburg High Court, to stay his arrest. Just speak to us as his son, representing the family. Of course, one would presume you do support the move that your father has now taken.
Greetings to the viewers, and I think I must reiterate, I do not represent the family. I speak as Edward Zuma. There is a representative of the family that is supposed to. But however, in regard to what you've just asked, we understand and respect the decision that was taken by President Zuma to exercise his constitutional rights to take the matter further as he has done. His legal team and himself would have thought about it. They know what they want to achieve out of what is transpiring. What we are saying is, or what I am saying and what I am pushing for people to be doing, is that whatever decision President Zuma takes, we will respect that. However, there is one decision we will not respect, of him submitting himself to the law enforcement agencies for incarceration. We will not accept that. They would have to kill us before that happens. In as much as he is a law-abiding citizen, that he has always been for the past 17 years, that he has been insulted by the very yourselves and by the very people that have bought people. We will not allow President Zuma to be incarcerated. We respect the decision is taken, and all we are saying is we will follow and wait as to what then happens thereafter. Otherwise, we will die before they arrest President Zuma.
Edward, we still, of course, have to await the decision of the courts, both the Pietermaritzburg High Court, whether or not they will rule in favor of your father, as well as the Constitutional Court. If it gets to a point, you're saying you will not allow anyone to arrest your father, but if your father decides that he's had enough, he's fought enough, he's going to now subject himself, he's going to allow himself to be incarcerated, what then will be, what will be your response to that?
Look, as is, we've all had enough. I mean, we've been debating about Zuma's incarceration, Zuma's persecution for over a decade. We are almost close to 2 decades. Now, we understand the anger that people have, particularly ourselves. We are saying right now, we are not in a mood, nor are we in a position to say we want to wait for a particular law enforcement institution or judicial structure to take a decision. They can take a decision for all we care. We've made a decision. Whatever decision they take, Zuma is not going to jail.
Yes. What do you make of the visit of the ANC leaders in the province of KwaZulu-Natal to try and speak to your father? The NEC has also deployed a large number of its leaders to the province to try and sort out the situation. As his son, I'm sure you've spoken to other members of your family. You have said in the past that you feel that some leaders of the ANC have turned their backs on your father, have sold out your father. What do you make of them coming out today to try and speak to him?
Look, the leadership of the ANC, be they at the regional level, at the branch level, provincial level, we understand their engagement with President Zuma. President Zuma is a disciplined member of the African National Congress. We accept and respect that. We are, however, saying there are discussions, if ever there are discussions are meant to persuade President Zuma to adhere to the decision of the Constitutional Court. We are rather saying it's too late for that. They've had all the years to communicate and discuss with President Zuma. What new thing are they going to be discussing with President Zuma? Why were they quiet all these years? Why should we therefore listen to them now and convince President Zuma? President Zuma has made it very clear that they should have engaged with him, and which they did try to do. However, we feel that their engagement with President Zuma is very selective and is very suspicious. It comes with the fact that people want to secure their positions, and they cannot secure their positions in the name of Jacob Zuma. We are not going to listen to them. They will engage with him. Yes. Whatever decision they arrive with him, it's their decision. We, as people on the ground, we are saying we are tired, we are not prepared to listen to whatever instruction that the leadership of the ANC is going to tell us now, because we see them and we foresee them as people that have been cowards of engaging with the truth.
Edward Zuma, thank you so much, sir, for your time. The Sunday of former President Jacob Zuma, Edward Zuma, of course, speaking about the engagements today, the people, the leaders of the ANC that have come out, including the suspended Secretary General of the ANC, Ace Magashule, as well as the leaders of the ANC here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal, led by the chairperson, Sihle Zikalala. Of course, Edward is saying that they welcome the leaders of the ANC who want and speak and engage with their father. However, they have consistently said and felt that there are many within the ANC that have turned their backs on his father, and therefore if there's any move for them to try and persuade him to go to prison, they are not going to allow that. Let's take it back to the studio for now.